was a surprise release with no promo. It was only on Apple Music the first day. It just went up on Spotify 9 days ago. We don't hear about the streams. This song wasn't put on no billboard, nothing like that.
I was shot in both of my feet.
Because it's not even about the charting. It's the fact that it's like, it got so much TikToks, it got so much Reels, and that means that people are genuinely listening to it. I'm very tired.
Okay, loves, welcome back to Exoticteablog. I'm back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post, you'll be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button, and I love you. With 10 subscribers, y'all should keep doing it for me. I also love you guys too. Grab your cups because I'm about to spill the tea, and let's quickly get into today's video. But before we get into today's video, most of y'all was complaining about my intro. I don't know why. That intro looks fun. It sounds fun. It's nice. Okay, but y'all complaining. I might change it, but let's just quickly get into today's video. So, Nicki Minaj decides to gag the life out of me. Oh my god. Let's get into this. Nicki Minaj is back, okay? She looks so good. She looks so good, okay? This is crazy. Nicki Minaj, I love when you post from the vault, okay? I don't think this is new. She also clocked it, but I love when she put her hands inside that vault and she decides to post. Because this is so gag-worthy. Look at the face card. Look at the hair. Look at the body. Body is so T. And because Falling For You was playing back at the background of that video, a lot of fans felt like Nicki Minaj is going up to the Falling For You music video. One fan said, "Are you being for real?" And Nicki responded to the fans saying that we all know that she ain't putting out no video for Falling For You. So she cleared the air immediately. She didn't want the fans to run with that narrative. And it's a little bit too late for her to put out them visuals. Okay, Pink Fire 2 came out, what, 2023? And she went on tour 2024. She told us before that she gave us the visuals while she was on tour, and I really, really appreciated it. So I don't think I was expecting this to be a Falling For You music video. I know damn well this is something gag-worthy, and I mean, she just decided to tease this, and she decided to post this to the fans so we can see. I don't necessarily think it's the Falling For You music video, but like I said, I love when Nicki Minaj dips her hand inside that vault and she decides to post, because there's a lot of looks Nicki Minaj has posted that we never got to see what those looks was for. Okay, most especially the one look Nicki Minaj never gave us a picture for was that Tukutaka music video. She didn't give us no picture, no good picture. We got all the pictures we've got from the music video, but the queen of rap looked so phenomenal. Okay, she looked so phenomenal. When I say she looks gorgeous, she's stunning. I ain't talking about stunning on puppies, because anything can stun on puppies, but she looked so good. Okay, she was stunning. Face card, still eating the rap girls up, and y'all expect me to believe Nicki's old and washed? Oh my gosh, she's still clocking y'all slow hoes. Okay, she's still clocking y'all slow hoes. And she decided to post. She said that video was almost 2 months ago, way before Met Gala. Okay, so this was before Met Gala. She said no other questions at this time. gracefully blows keys, stand up from the table, leave the conference meeting, never looks back, cue wind blowing in hair, and sing. Okay, so let me know. It looks like Nicki Minaj was in talks or something, but this might be hard trying to clock my tea because I told y'all that Anna Wintour, okay, wants Nicki Minaj on Vogue again. So this might be another Vogue should come in. Who knows? I mean, I just know anything Nicki Minaj did with that hair and the look, it's gag worthy. Okay, I'm pretty sure anything Nicki Minaj did or showed with that hair, that fit, she looked so gag worthy, and I would love to see that shit out. I would definitely love to see whatever she did, but something with Nicki Minaj, she never gives us what we really, really want. She gives us what we want, but when it comes to some visual she tease, we don't just get to see them. Okay, but I would love to see what's behind that. Would you guys care to see what's behind that? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, moving over from that, because Rory got dragged by the industrial plastic bag, then he don't come on yet to talk about how he got Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to align in one thing. He's the only person that has made Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to agree on something. Then he wants Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to agree on something and stuff like that. I mean, this is just so delusional, okay? This is so delusional. But anyways, he also pointed that he spoke with Industrial Plastic Bag for hours, which means they was gossiping the queen of rap, okay? Coming on here talking about Nicki Minaj. I mean, you can talk about you and Cardi B problems without mentioning Nicki Minaj, okay? I feel like this was corny of him to do. And I mean, Nicki is squashing nothing with the industrial plastic bag just because of you. That girl needs to come on here and apologize, okay? She threw a show at Nicki Minaj. Allegedly claimed that Nicki talks about her child when she ain't got no receipts of Nicki talking about her child. So, Rory, you are definitely receiving Donkey of the Day for that statement you made. And in case most of y'all haven't seen it, okay, I'm just going to insert it so y'all can see for yourself. But I ain't feeling this shit, okay? I feel like it's corny. If you are talking about Cardi B, you should talk about Cardi B without mentioning Nicki Minaj. But these people would always do it because they love the clicks, okay? They love to include Nicki Minaj to anything they want to talk about the industrial plastic bag. Let's just quickly get into what he had to say, and I'll get you guys at the end of the video.
Kind of went viral. They clipped and then like left like the rest of the context out. They didn't hear like Maul really shitting on Cardi. Like they didn't hear any of that, right?
Oh, we're getting to homie court early.
So
I did not shit on Cardi.
Get there.
So that clip kind of went viral. Cardi's fans got a hold of it, and Cardi obviously saw it, and she felt some type of way because all she saw was Rory saying, "Is Cardi gonna take accountability?" Right? So she then drops in her broadcast on IG, basically a paragraph saying, "No sympathy shit, because I live and learn. I've been through worse in life, but I went through so much shit and deceit, and I don't tell my story and put these nasty ass because I seen God handle every woman and the men that put tears in my eyes and pain in my heart in the worst way. When a white like Rory talking about I need to be held accountable for shit he don't know one thing about, it really makes me see red. This is not a competition. This is me taking baby steps to finally feeling happy, seeing my sky blue with birds and trees again. Damn, seeing my sky blue with birds and trees again of rainy instead of rainy days. I feel lightweight, motivated, in love with life, in love with love, in love with my career, and most importantly, in love with my 3 kids, no matter what. Shut before I light a match up your ass."
That's so like poetic.
All right. So I feel like my the rafters at this point because Nicki put a broomstick up there and now Cardi B is putting a match.
Well,
like,
Cardi's gonna like
on.
the end of the broom that's hanging out. Cardi's gonna like that.
All right. Let's find the positives here. Can we be happy that I'll take the credit? You know what? I'm tired of being humble. I will take the credit in finding the one thing Cardi B and Nicki Minaj can agree on, and it's that I ended the Nicki and Cardi beef based off their mutual hate for me in agreement that I should not be speaking about anything cultural.
Right.
So, yeah, I take pride in that.
Okay.
I think that's like something that I contributed to the culture. I brought Cardi and Nicki together. If you guys can never agree on anything else,
they both
over here, at least we can find this place.
Yeah, I never.
We come together here. We know that we dislike this gentleman.
Share the same. Yes,
and you deserve to be. I I haven't seen
Deservedly
Barb's.
sodomized is hilarious.
I haven't seen Barb's and Barty Gang agree on anything ever in life, and you had
It
both
takes a
fan
special
bases
type of complexion to do that.
on your. It was absolutely insane.
Well, what's funny is I'm still trying to get like some free data in my phone from the Swifties. What I also found funny is that the Swifties and what's Cardi's Barty
Gang
and the Swifties also agree with something that I'm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are more Barty Gang. I got called more things by the Swifties than anyone in Barty Gang.
Because they want to call you but they can't.
Yeah, exactly. So they call you white.
And you know it's a white behind the account.
100%.
Exactly.
Self-hate. Love it.
It's definitely self-hate.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got them up off your ass. I stood up for you.
Yes, Cardi did apologize. She said, "Oh, sorry, Rory." But I understand. We all see clips and take things out of context. And then she saw the real clip and, smoke went to mall. But I'm here to disappoint like all of the internet streets with like maturity. I know this was like a green light. I even saw the comments for the first time ever. People were on my side. Like, damn, he didn't even say anything. Finally, this could be my moment to be like all the other media personalities and scream at the top of my lungs. And I'd be right.
Right.
Women!
Yeah.
Women!
Yeah.
Like, I could be that guy. I could threaten her, all that. But I did not go that route. Cardi B and I spoke.
Okay.
For the whole afternoon. I won't reveal the entire conversation. This is a private conversation. But we had a great talk.
Good.
And I think that can also happen in media.
Yeah.
We don't all need to just scream at the camera because we get one little green light from one miscommunication. Yes. Now it's like, well, you can't dictate how someone replies.
Right.
I can, yeah. I can reach out and I don't think it compromises anything. If Cardi B puts out a bad song that I don't like, I'll say I don't like it. Is that a great song?
It's never happened though.
I agree. But I'm saying nothing was compromised because we had a great conversation and spoke.
Okay. I thought that was...
If there's going to be, if she puts out a great song, I'll say it's great. Bad song, I'll say it's bad. But I also think there's a world where people, especially if we are talking about Cardi B's personal life, has every right to have an opinion about how I speak about that. I'm talking about her life. So having a private convo with her that was calm and super positive and came to an understanding, that's fine too.
Yeah.
We don't need to take these moments to just scream at the top of our lungs for clicks for one day. And then it's going to move on to the next person that's screaming at a woman.
Yeah.
I just don't see anything in it. And I know all the internet comments are going to be like, oh, it's compromised now. Trying to be cool, Cardi. Like, that's so corny. I just think it was a cool human moment. She's going through something. We spoke about it. I talked to her about it.
Now, Rory, just because Nicki Minaj checked you and the industrial plastic bag checked you doesn't mean they agreed on something. Okay, Nicki was on her standpoint. The industrial plastic bag was on her standpoint. But like I said, they will say anything just to include Nicki Minaj. And him pointing out the fact that he spoke with the industrial plastic bag and the buried her ashes tells me a lot. Okay, she probably told him, well, you just gotta talk about Nicki. I want the fans talking. Nobody's talking about me. My career is in the toilet. When you're talking about this, name drop the queen of rap. She probably said that to him and he's like, okay, cool. Okay, no shade. The two of them, they gonna receive Donkey of the Day. Okay, they gonna receive Donkey of the Day. The industrial plastic band dancing like a clown. Nicki's stunning like the queen of rap. Moving over from there, I also want to talk about this. So Milagro Grams came on live and she decides to clock the life out of the flip-flopper Herman trashy ass being. Okay, so if you do not know, Herman was on here dragging her, saying, oh, he advised her, and with the way she was moving and stuff like that, Milagro wasn't feeling what Herman had to say because a lot of people was telling her that Herman was shading her, Herman was dragging her, and I've also heard that, but I don't want to insert nothing from the flip-flopper. Okay, he might get mad and send a copyright strike, but anyways, y'all, you know he got me blocked because he's kind of pressed. But Milagro girl dragged the life out of him and she was clocking his tea about what happened within the whole fuck stuff he had going on. And she basically called him out. Okay, she called him out. She dragged his A. But I want you guys to get into what Milagro had to say. And that's all I have for you now. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so every single time I post, you'll be notified. And that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching.
Seen me with Daystar. If you came to court, you saw me by him, and you maybe saw me interact with him a couple times in court, at court, in the hallway, maybe. That's a stretch. But you, the public, have never even seen me interact with this man. But these are the bullshit ass conclusions that are drawn. Anytime you see me or heard my voice with Sunstar, at what point in time was there any sexual innuendo? Please. He's like a father to me. You know how near and dear he is to my heart and how much I adore that man. So if people could accuse you of sleeping with somebody with no foundation, what the fuck would they do if a nigga came up and said, go support her campaign? This is wrong, what's happening. All y'all would do is make it something else. So we're back to the damned if you do, damned if you don't. And to sit up and attempt to kick somebody when you think they down, I can't even speak to how low I feel about people that do that. You make sure you note that I have never wished bad on that damn girl. You make sure that you note the people you think I hate, Cardi B, when she got into it with her nigga, I ain't laugh at her. I said, I don't like the way that nigga treats her. And I stood on that. And I said, you wrong, Offset. Because it's not in my heart to sit up and try to kick a bitch while she going through something. But this what y'all figure y'all doing to me. But my God is greater. Amen. Amen. This young man that got up on this damn YouTube and said these things could be in my position so easily, it ain't even funny. When Jason Lee distanced himself from Armand Wiggins, he set a book on fire at his desk. Be quiet. When the situation with Fox Soul, which was not national news, that was nigga shit, fell apart, this nigga collapsed. Snot, screaming and crying when they distanced themselves from him after the things he was accused of over there. Everything that he touches turns to shit when it comes time for him to have to sit up straight and interact with other people and do the job. While he calling me Laverne the intern, I sat up in that position for 3 to 4 damn years. He ain't lasting 6 months in professional spaces. True or false? We have seen him get at least 2 opportunities to go to the next level. And how did they turn out? Chaos. He can't give me no advice. When Armand tries to strike out and do something on his own, tarot cards, healing rocks, pebble stones and shit, he don't even believe in himself enough to bet on himself and just get into that. Now the latest thing is, let me put on a blazer and run my ass to a trial and try to be the face of it because of the nature of the industry now. Everybody gets a special. So you have now infiltrated the Diddy trial, and you're giving your commentary on that. Okay. But then you get up and you act like it's funny or aha or I'm dumb or this or that. Let me ask you something. How did that friendship with Cardi B go? You know the one. Y'all were friends, but she had another nigga listening in while they recorded your call. Then they went on the internet and played in your face. Remember when Cardi B went on Spaces and said, I only want to talk to Armand Wiggins? And you put that in your intro and she said, take that out? My brother ain't never did me like that. So until and unless he does, you ain't got a leg to stand on to talk to me about me and my brother, nigga, at all. So I feel no ways because consider offended by what? And that's that. And I ain't even go deep. That's just off the top of my head, some quick shit. So they still not gonna do what everybody want him to do when they want him to do it. That don't make him vile. That don't make him evil. That don't make him fake. In terms of Daystar giving exclusives away to Jason Lee or anybody else, go check out that text message that I posted that predates whatever the fuck Jason Lee is even talking about. Because I wouldn't dare talk myself into a hole and say, well, he told me this on this. No, 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 no. You got to be quicker than that. But what I will say, it can't be that he's giving exclusives away to other people and he don't fuck with me. If I can show you a message where I'm telling my best friend, they start saying whoop-de-whoop. How do those coexist, my love? How is he giving exclusives away if I already had the information? Is 1 + 1 still 2? The difference between me and Jason Lee and me and you and me and the rest of them is I ain't run to the internet with it. Now clock that. That's the difference. The difference is I don't need a moment and I don't need to use him because I don't see him as a means to an end. So despite whatever I've been told, the difference is I ain't run to come tell y'all ass. Hello? The way that I handle situations is why I can pick up my and get assistance. And I want to clear up something. You in this position and you ass out, don't nobody fuck with you. Let me tell you what happened. I got served on October 29th. They tried to make it my birthday as a fuck me. You know she got this thing about birthdays.
A few moments.
They served me on the 29th. Oh, I know what I was about to say. They served me on the 29th of October. My birthday, October 27th. And I get the lawsuit. By October 31st, Unite the People is online declaring take on my case at no cost, but that they'll represent anybody that Rock Nation tries to do this to. I did this because I agreed to let them represent me. So when they decided to represent me and we moved and they went and secured a lawyer in Florida and we proceeded, I did not follow up. I never even had the opportunity to look for a lawyer. That's how quickly they came in and said, we got your back. Okay. So when you're in a case and you communicate with people about the case or about that girl, and in this instance, they want those communications. So when people were reaching out to me and I knew that they wanted to assist or I knew that they wanted to discuss this matter, I ignored them. If I felt like that's what they wanted, I ignored them because I did not want them to become a part of this. When you have someone asking you in federal court to produce every single interaction you do with her name being mentioned, you move a little differently. So in me wanting to protect whomever is on the other end of the communication, I'm not even going to open the door for us to take it there. Is this making logical sense? So if somebody even hit me up and said, Milagro, I'm so sorry about what it is you're going through. I know what they talking about, so I ain't even gonna say shit. Because if I open that door, now we conversing, and now you could get pulled in. You understand? So when I got the lawsuit, Unite the People swooped in so fast, I never had time to look for a lawyer. And then anybody that wanted to help me, I didn't even give them a chance to. You tracking? When all this shit goes downhill, and Unite the People doesn't make good on their word, and they say we ain't got the money, and then the lawyer says, well, shit, I ain't get paid, I understand, I gotta go, and I'm left on my own. This is when I now utilize my sources. So what I want to tell y'all is, you wouldn't even believe who in the fuck is in the background cutting. Like, hey, help her. Even if I told you, you'd be like, that's, oh, okay. You wouldn't even believe how many people love me so much that they said, listen, you're okay. And I've heard what happened and it's going to be okay. And we're going to move. So moving forward, we'll be moving forward. And that's just that simple. Praise God. God is good.